Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, B-O-T-T-U, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
What's good, Dog Nation? Welcome back to Unfiltered Sports. Today, we're going to talk about, again, taking it or leave it, where the takes are hot and the filters are off. Tonight's show is spicy. And when I mean spicy, it's spicy. We're talking about Steph Curry versus LeBron James and the quote-unquote LeBron era. We're talking about how Tyrese Maxey's ceiling and VJ Edgecomb's getting slept on, right? So we're just talking about how good of a backcourt Tyrese Maxey is with VJ Edgecombe for the Philadelphia 76ers, right? They're getting slept on. Let's get straight to it here on Unfiltered Sports. I'm your host, Shaq Mack, and thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it, guys. I really appreciate it. We thank you to our host over at the OG Network for allowing us to come in, twice a week and just sharing our love and passion for sports. So take it or leave it. And this is open to the audience, right? This is kind of like a debate for take it or leave it, right? Is Steph Curry a better basketball player than LeBron James? Take it or leave it. Let's hear your thoughts in the comment section. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put this in the chat so when people come in, they can read the chat for take it or leave it. Is Steph Curry better than LeBron James? And we're going to pin that. We're going to pin that in the chat here so that way we have it. So when people come in, they can see it. So what's going to happen is I'm going to tell you my opinion on this topic right here. I'm taking this right here and I'm going to walk away with it because if you look at it, right, LeBron James is a decent basketball player. Thank you guys for tuning into the chat. Again, welcome. But LeBron James is a decent basketball player. He can be arguably one of the greatest basketball players in the decade, right? That we've ever seen. But Steph Curry has changed the game by himself. The way we look at how defense guards LeBron James versus Steph Curry, you're talking about when Steph Curry is being guarded 30 feet from the rim, how he's being guarded. I agree. LeBron is a bust. But let's look at it this way. Just let me hear me out here, right? So we talk about Steph being guarded 30 feet from the basket, from the basket, right? But the way he gravitates, the way he's running, he's constantly running and moving. He's making people move, right? The way he handles the basketball, he can dribble between three people, shoot it in your face, and score. You don't need Steph Curry to really handle the ball to dominate the game. Steph Curry controls the geometry of basketball compared to LeBron James. Yeah, LeBron James is a top scorer, blah, blah, blah. But let's look between the lines. Look between the lines with LeBron James here. In the NBA Finals, what did LeBron do? When LeBron had the opportunity to take the game into his own hands, he passed it up. He passed it to Kevin Love. And what happened? Kevin Love had maybe 2 seconds to throw up a jump shot, and he missed. He was driving to the basket. He dished it out to Kevin Love. Again, with maybe 2 seconds left, he had to shoot a quick jump shot. He missed. When it came to defense, he's lost. When it comes to defense, LeBron James will guard Steph Curry. He wouldn't even guard Steph Curry because Steph Curry is a good offensive basketball player. He would try to jump on Draymond Green to guard Draymond Green because arguably Draymond Green is one of the easier players to defend on Golden State. But we look at here when LeBron had the ball and he was being guarded, he called for a pick, right? And when he called for a pick, what happens? He gets switched onto by Steph Curry, thinking he can back Steph Curry down, but Steph Curry was locking LeBron up. With the game on the line in the last decade, LeBron James has choked. LeBron isn't who he used to be. If you're talking about arguably top three, I would have to strongly disagree with LeBron being arguably the top three. Here's why. Because you got Bill Russell, who had how many NBA final championship wins? Yeah, he had 11 out of 13. I will put him in the top five. We talk about Michael Jordan, who was 6 for 6 in the NBA finals. We talking about not even just final wins in general, but you look at Steph Curry, who got more final wins over LeBron in the LeBron James era, because this is considered the LeBron James era. In the LeBron James era, fans are more arguably, kids are more arguably going for Steph Curry than they are LeBron James. You don't hear many fans talk about, oh, I want to be like LeBron. I want to be like LeBron. I hear like a lot of kids walking around these days talking about, oh, I want to be like Steph. I want to be like Steph. I want to be like Steph. Let me pull up something here that I saw earlier that was interesting, right? So fact number one, Steph Curry has the same amount of rings as LeBron. Fact number two, Curry has 4 rings and fewer attempts than LeBron James has. Fact number three is that Curry swept LeBron in the NBA Finals. Fact number four is Curry has a better finals record than LeBron James. Fact number five is Curry didn't jump teams when things got hard like LeBron did. Curry's still on the same team from the beginning, whereas LeBron jumped ship how many times? Fact number 6, right, is that Curry had less help when it came to winning these championship rings than LeBron did. And fact number 7 is that Curry destroyed LeBron again 3 times in the NBA Finals. So, arguably, the stats says it all. We're looking at the stats. I mean, the facts is just it's there. Arguably, Steph Curry is arguably a better basketball player than LeBron James. If Steph Curry went to the basket and got hit, he would get up and go shoot his free throws and keep playing the game. Whereas LeBron, I'm going to cry. I'm going to flop. I'm going to throw my hands up in the air and complain to the ref, and I'm going to stomp my feet and jump up and down on the court because I'm not a grown man. I'm a baby. That's LeBron right there. That is what he do. And that is what fans pay to see. LeBron jump up and down like a baby on the court. It's sad. It is sad. The only thing that keeps LeBron relevant, in my opinion, is the fact that he has his own shoe from Nike. I mean, it is like people buy it because like they need a basketball shoe. It's a sturdy basketball shoe. But again, like overall, Steph Curry, in my opinion, is a better basketball player than LeBron James. This is not biased by any means because my favorite basketball player of all time was Lou Williams. So we not talk about bias or anything because I don't really have a care in the world um, about those two athletes in general. But in my opinion, I would take Steph Curry over LeBron James. We're going to open this one up for debate off of the two right here. With the game on the line, 10 seconds left in the game, who you choosing to take the game winning shot? LeBron James or Steph Curry? With the game on the line, let's put game 7 of the NBA Finals. 10 seconds left on the clock in the fourth quarter. Who are you picking to take the game winning shot to win you your NBA final championship? I'm taking Steph Curry. That's who I'm taking. That is who I'm taking. The reason why, too, right? The reason, too, right? So, like I said before, is that defense, defenses, defenders will shut LeBron down. They will build a wall and shut LeBron down. But they have a hard time stopping Steph Curry. Why? Because he never stops moving. He can shoot from the logo. He will punish you if you try to help on the off ball screen. He will punish you and make you second guess yourself. Steph will have you stressing even when he's just jogging up and down the court. It's crazy that if LeBron is jogging up the court, nobody wants to guard LeBron. I seen a video the other day when I was scrolling through Instagram, is that LeBron James was driving to the basket. He had 2 or 3 defenders on him. He drives to the basket for a layup, an open layup with somebody on his shoulder, his left shoulder, whatever. You know, you spend all that money to keep your body in shape and strong or whatever. You drive to the layup and you airball. You airball. Suspect. That's what he is. Suspect. LeBron is suspect. LeBron is old, and LeBron should not be playing in the NBA no more. I think it was a stunt, a publicity stunt, that when he was quote unquote injured, that he was signed to the South Bay Lakers, the G League team for the LA Lakers. Suspect. The first time his son played in the NBA without his dad, because his dad was signed to a contract for the G League team. Crazy. Hmm. I agree with this comment that's in the chat here. And it says that Tyrese Maxey is number one Sixers basketball. Yes, he is a decent player. 76ers all day. 76ers all day. And that brings me to my second take here, right? Is that we're looking at no under. First of all, LeBron sneakers are garbage to me. They hurt really bad, like really bad. Like I will never purposely buy a pair of LeBron sneakers, like at all. So what I'm going to say here for my second take is that Tyrese Maxey is arguably closer to being a true number one option than most people would like to admit. Tyrese Maxey is closer to being a true number one option for the Philadelphia 76ers than people would like to admit. That is my take that I'm sticking to. I'm taking that right there. The reason why I'm taking that, right, is because you look at the growth of Tyrese Maxey, right? His growth curve is crazy. Every year he produces more than he's expected to, right? His production, he adds something new to his game, to his talent every single year. You look at ball handles, you look at pull up jump shots from mid range, from the 3-pointer. You look at just his ability to facilitate the floor. The last guard that we had with his ability was Allen Iverson, to facilitate the floor, to dictate where players go, to be able to pull up and shoot the ball without second guessing yourself. That is what he's doing right there in itself. That's just number one, right? But Tyrese Maxey is also fast. I think of Tyrese Maxey with a little bit of flavor from Iverson and a little bit of flavor from Speedy Claxton. Speed, an ability to pull up and shoot the jump shot, right? But his speed alone, it has your defense second guessing themselves. What is he going to do? Oh, I'm going to pull up. Nope, but then he fakes. Now he's driving to the basket, and now he just beats you on the ball, off ball. It's just different things like that Tyrese does. He's not a second option. Tyrese Maxey right now is the number one option for the 76ers. Number two option for the 76ers is VJ Edgecombe. You look at number one, right? Is Tyrese is still running through the offense, and he's running it pretty dang good. He went into the All-Star weekend to his first ever NBA three-point contest, and he got knocked out, but he did pretty good for his first attempt at an NBA three-point contest. Just saying. He has his big moments where he will put the team on his back. And let me show you what I'm talking about when we talk about big moments here, right? Because the last game that the Sixers played and Tyrese Maxey scored some pretty decent points, right? Tyrese Maxey had 39 points to lock in the win over the Timberwolves. Not only did he have 39 points, but he threw down the ball on Anthony Edwards on Ant-Man. It's crazy. To answer your question in the chat, yes, the Dogs are 10-3. We got 2 games this weekend, back to back. If we win out and the team that's in first place loses at least one game, the Dogs will take over that first seed in the division, and we will have a first round bye week in the playoffs. So we're looking pretty good with that. I'm pretty hyped. I'm pretty excited about that. But either way, we got back-to-back home games this weekend. We play Burlington Thoroughbreds again this Saturday at home in Newcastle, Delaware. And then we play the Uptown Ballers from Philadelphia on Sunday at home. So good matchups here coming up. And this take right here in the chat. When Joel Embiid is healthy, he is good. Yes, this is true. And with Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, and a healthy Paul George as well, the Philadelphia 76ers will be a dominant force to be reckoned with. Just look at the rest of Tyrese Maxey's stats for that game, right? He had 39 points, 8 assists, 2 steals, and 4 3-pointers made. Crazy. You look at VJ Edgecombe for that same game. He had 24 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and he had 6 3-pointers made. Crazy. But people question, is VJ Edgecombe that guy? Is Tyrese Maxey that guy? Yes, they are those guys who I would build my team around and start looking for alternative options for Paul George and Joel Embiid, because they can't seem to stay healthy. They can't seem to stay off the drugs. They can't seem to do things right. And that's crazy right there. That's just my take on that one right there in itself. They need to be able to stay healthy. Now, Joel Embiid has been pretty healthy over the last couple games. He's taking his rest. He's on restricted minutes, obviously, but he's doing pretty well when he's playing, right? And so you can't knock the chemistry that Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe have. I guarantee you, in a couple years, Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe will have won at least 2 at least 2 NBA finals. That is my take right there. They will have won at least 2 NBA finals. Mark my words on that one. Sixers are going to win 2 NBA finals. I got a feeling. And at the same time that the Sixers are going to win the NBA finals, the Philadelphia Phillies are going to win the World Series, and the Philadelphia Flyers are going to win the Stanley Cup. And then we're just going to bring a Super Bowl back to Philadelphia as well. And I believe that all 4 teams can do it all within the same year at that point. So just wait. It's going to happen. It will happen. Like I said, Tyrese Maxey is electrifying. And if you think about it, right? If Tyrese Maxey wore purple and gold, we'd be talking about him like he was the future face of the NBA. Any Philly fan knows this is true. Any Hooper knows this is true. But the casual fan that don't really appreciate how dangerous Tyrese Maxey is, and we talk about how dangerous he is. Someone who's a sports fan not because they like the team in itself, but they like just one player on the team, that bandwagoner, someone whose teams are just geographically not there. They teamed over here, they got a team down here, they got a team right there. You just don't know. They're challenged. That fan right there will not know or understand this take because Tyrese Maxey is dangerous. And he could be the next face of the NBA. Which means, look out, Philly fans. Some good things are coming our way. And if you look at it, the market that they play in, it really does matter. The hype that they get, it matters. It's real. Same player, different energy, different jersey, different conversation. And that's a great question right there. Let me just confirm my knowledge of Tyrese Maxey really fast because I'm not going to give you no false information. And I want to make sure that everybody gets the correct information. But Tyrese Maxey points per game for this season, he's averaging 29 points a game this season alone. Or hold on. This season, let me make sure it's correct. Yep, 29 points per game. That is correct. I had to confirm from multiple sources here. 29 points. How do I like GG Jackson? I mean, honestly, I haven't really followed Memphis like that at all. But according to his stats, he's playing pretty well basketball, honestly. I mean, it looks like he had 16 points. In his last game, he had 28. Before that, 20, 21. He had 6 against Golden State. He had 11, 15, 16, 13, 19. So, I mean, he's averaging about roughly 10 points a game. It's not terrible, but it could be better. And also, Memphis is not really a team that we actually heard about recently. Like the only publicity that Memphis has really gotten over the last couple years is how Ja Morant's out there posting on social media with his gun and all of that stuff, and how he's want to get traded. They want to get rid of him, but they can't find a team that's going to be willing to take Tyrese Maxey. It's a lot that goes into it. So, sorry, not Tyrese Maxey, but Ja Morant. So, there's a lot that goes into it. So, now just thinking about what you just said there, that how GG Jackson's coming off the bench, he's putting up that many points coming off the bench. That's not bad at all. And honestly speaking, if he can put that many points up coming off the bench, he deserves a shot at starting. And we talking about if Ja Morant's not playing, put him in as a starter. Put him in, and let's see how they do without Ja Morant playing. Maybe Ja Morant need to be like Ben Simmons and just sit out a couple games for mental health reasons, get his life back together, regroup, refocus, and see where you need to be at, because you pay your agent how much money and they're supposed to be fighting for you to get on a different team and ain't do nothing yet. That agent got to go. That's all I'm saying. But it's crazy because everyone deserves a second chance. But everyone's job is not guaranteed either. Everybody has to fight for their position on that court. And it starts with practice. It starts with the grit, the grind, and the work that you put in order to be successful on that court. You hear it all the time. You practice how you play. So when you playing in a game, it doesn't feel like you're actually playing in a game, but you're actually just practice. So make sure that you always put forth your best foot no matter what you're doing, where you're doing it at, or how you're doing it, right? Here's another hot take right here. VJ Edgecombe is being slept on because he's not flashy with his style of game. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. I want to hear your thoughts in the chat on this one before I start giving my thoughts on this chat or on this take right here. This is interesting right here. Very interesting, but I love it. I love it. So I want to hear your thoughts on that one. Is VJ Edgecombe a decent player or not? And why? Is it because he doesn't style with the ball in his hands? Is it because he worked harder than everybody else on the court to prove that he still belongs, even though he's a rookie? He's proven to people that he belongs, even though he's a rookie. In my opinion, I'm taking that right there. Why? Because he's a dog. And not a DOG, but a DAWG. He's a dog. He has two-way potential. He's explosive. He brings real defensive energy when he's on the court. He hustles. He grinds. He's sprinting back for the ball to block a shot. He's sprinting back to steal the ball. He's grabbing rebounds. He's dunking on people as well at the same time. He's not on social media talking about how I gotta put a mixtape together. I gotta rap. I gotta do this or gotta do that. We rarely even see much of him on social media or hear about him on social media at all, right? But so to him, to other people who don't really know basketball, he's just an underrated player, but he's not underrated. He might be underrated, but coaches love him because he's underrated. He hustles. He has heart. He has that grit and grind in him. He's a true dog. He gets down and dirty when it counts the most, and he will make you look bad if you don't play true basketball defense on him. Some people might want to take this take with caution. Why? Because the tools are there. The evidence is there. That fire is there. The question that people always want to bring up is he going to be consistent enough to help the Sixers win games long term? Long term. Is his jumper consistent enough? People are going to look back and say that they slept on him because they just worried about, is he consistent enough? He's been pretty consistent in my opinion. So I'm taking this one right here. And for Charlotte, I haven't really followed Charlotte much this season at all either. I mean, I've seen the one game where LaMelo had maybe 4 or 5 3-pointers in the third quarter, I think it was. He was on fire. But I haven't really followed Charlotte much, so I'm not going to be able to answer your question about Kobe White. But what I will say is, what are your thoughts on the playoffs? Who makes the playoffs? Who advances to the next round? Who goes to the Eastern Conference Finals? Who goes to the Western Conference Finals? Who's going to win the NBA Finals this year? Let's hear your take on that. Because, in my opinion, if we get a healthy Philadelphia 76ers roster, they're going to face the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's my take on that one. I've said this already, and I feel like one of two scenarios can play out on the Western Conference. OKC goes back to the NBA Finals and they become back-to-back NBA Finals champions, or I believe that the Lakers somehow pull it out and go to the NBA Finals, and then it'll be a rematch of the Philadelphia 76ers versus the LA Lakers, and this time the Sixers will take it all the way. You know what? That is a great take right there. And I'm glad you said the Spurs right there because people are sleeping on Wemby right now. His own team is pissing him off. And he's getting pretty upset. I seen a clip where he was tying his shoe and they inbounded the ball, wasn't ready. He got up and then shot the three. Now that could have been staged, it could have been acting, whatever it may be, but just the look in his eyes is that he was pissed off. He was even more pissed off after he got dunked on too. Like that was crazy. He got put on a poster. I saw that. I saw that. The Spurs is going to be dangerous, but you brought up the Spurs. What are your takes and your thoughts on the Detroit Pistons sitting at number 1 in the East right now? Do you think they real or do you think they're a bust? I think the Detroit Pistons are a fluke. They're a bust. Tobias Harris is old. He's not going to be able to continue to help carry this team much longer. I don't think they make it far in the playoffs at all. Take them as a bust. Take it as a bust. You know, another dangerous team going into the playoffs could be Boston. Could be the Knicks. Those are two other dangerous. You see, Boston is being slept on right now because, I mean, you still got White, right? You still got Brown. You still got Tatum. But I think that Boston faces off against New York. New York beats Boston. The Sixers will face whoever they got to face. They will then advance and they will face the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. That is my take. And I think that the Sixers get their rematch over the Knicks and they go over and they play in the finals. The other side of that is that obviously the Villanova Knicks could win it. The Spurs beating the Pistons, that's to my point. I think the Pistons are a fluke. The Pistons, they really don't have much people on their team, much players on their team right now that are able to help carry their team to the potential that they have right now, right? Because uh, right now, like I said, Tobias Harris um, is old, and what's going on out the pit, but you got Cade Cunningham who's carrying a team right now. But outside of that, Tobias Harris, like I said, Tobias Harris is old. Like, I don't think he's going to be able to help Cade Cunningham much longer. Outside of that, I don't know. I'm sticking with my take is that it's going to be the Sixers versus the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals, and the Sixers go to the NBA Finals. Now, who to face in the NBA Finals? Like I said, it's either going to be the LA Lakers or it's going to be the OKC Thunder. That is my take right there. I'm sticking to it. I may be wrong, and that's okay. I'll admit when I'm wrong. And if they lose in the playoffs, I'll take that heat. But at the end of the day, like I said, you have arguably the best backcourt duo in the game today in the Philadelphia 76ers with Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. And if you get a healthy Joel Embiid and a drug-free Paul George, they're taking over. They are taking over. No matter what seed they are taking over, hands down. See, you got to take this here with VJ Edgecombe is right. Is that two-way basketball wins games in the playoffs. I don't know if anybody in this chat seen Mighty Ducks, the third Mighty Ducks, right? D3 Mighty Ducks, where Gordon Bombay stopped coaching the Mighty Ducks because he put them over at Seton Hall Prep Academy, and they got a new coach that they knew nothing about, and that coach taught them how to play hockey at the next level. They're JV high school players playing hockey for this new coach that they knew nothing about. And one of the things that he told them is, I'm going to teach you how to win. You got to have the will to win. The other thing that he taught them is that you got to know how to play two-way hockey. This doesn't only just apply to hockey, it applies to every sport that you play. You got to know how to play two ways. When you look at basketball, you look at hockey, it's arguably the same. When you talk about playing two ways, you play offense. Yes, you play offense, you don't showboat, you don't style, you play team ball, you get the ball into the basket, you get the ball into the goal, you score, don't showboat. Then you turn around and you play defense. You got to take out the trash. That team is garbage. Take the trash out. Sweep them. You got to do what's best for your team. And if your team is connecting on all cylinders, playing two-way basketball, when it comes to the playoffs, arguably you are going to dominate. You are going to be the better team. With VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey blocking shots out there, playing two-way basketball, with Joel Embiid being considered a threat to the game, and Paul George just being a role player when he's not on drugs, they're going to be unstoppable. I guarantee you. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to hockey and basketball, you got to take out that trash. Go watch D3 Mighty Ducks and you'll see what I'm saying. Because Charlie Conway took out some trash. Greg Goldberg took out some trash. Fulton Reed took out some trash. It's a great movie. Arguably one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm actually going to watch the Sixers game tonight after I get off of here with you guys on Unfiltered Sports. And I really appreciate everybody for tuning in to Unfiltered Sports. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe to Dogs Basketball. Check us out this weekend as we go live to play our final 2 home games of the season, and we get ready for playoff basketball in the American Basketball Association. I guarantee you it's going to be electrifying. You guys won't be disappointed either. And so, with that being said, though, right, it's two-way basketball wins games in the playoffs. Scorers will get their highlights, but defenders who can also give you 15 to 20 a night, those are the swing guys that you want on your team. Those are the guys that you want on your team. While we are on the topic of the Philadelphia 76ers, let's look at their roster for tonight. Their active roster for tonight's game. And let's see if the NBA.com can give us an update. It is this guy in the chat, though. He's delusional, and his name is Ben. If y'all don't know who Ben is by now, y'all find out if y'all go rewatch the last 4 or 5 episodes of Unfiltered Sports, where you found out that Ben is a Miami Dolphins fan only because of Dan Marino. He doesn't even like the Dolphins like that anymore. He's a Pittsburgh Pirates fan for baseball, and he's a Golden State Warriors fan. So when I tell you his geographics are just like really bad, like he's really like a weird isosceles triangle, like he's just garbage. That's all. But we'll see. You'll get to know him. He's really trash though. So like you see him talking trash in the chat right now about how people are delusional because they're Sixers fans or whatever. This guy's not even a true Golden State fan. We don't even know how he became a Golden State fan. Oh, I know how. Because Steph Curry was cooking LeBron James, and that's how he became a true Golden State fan. And he was probably a Miami Heat fan when LeBron went down there to Miami at the same time. This guy, honestly, he just jumps on here because he wants attention, and somebody need to get this man attention by now because it's not worth my time anymore. like at all. This guy is crazy. He's so far up on LeBron's top right now that like nothing else in the world matters at all. Like you know how Shaq has his own show, Shaq and the Fool. We need to put him on there. That's who we need to put on there. Ben needs to go on Shaq and the Fool because he's crazy. Alrighty. So as of right now, it looks like Joel Embiid is a go for tonight's game. I don't see anything on here that is saying that he is out at all. So we're expecting him to play tonight. It could be a game time decision as well, where they just won't announce it until the game actually starts. But as far as I know, he's in a good spot right now and he should be playing tonight, which means that if he's healthy, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, it is going to go down. This is going to be a game that you guys are going to want to tune into. Mark my words, hands down. Mark my words. I'm actually really excited now to watch this game. Arguably, I would say let's put Kyle Lowry in the game as well. Kyle Lowry can facilitate the floor. He can do a lot as well. Bring Cameron Payne in the game. Let him do a little bit of damage too. Get a little bit of razzle dazzle on that court. It's going to be crazy. But to know that we got a 76ers hater in the building because he don't know sports at all, it's crazy. You talk about CTE? I think that man got CTE. He was dropped on his head or something. Because you only like a team because of one player, but you haven't kept up with that team since. That's crazy to me. Mind blowing. You don't even know why you like the Golden State Warriors. Mind blown. I don't even know how you got to like the Pittsburgh Pirates. And then you said you don't even like hockey at all. Hockey arguably is probably one of the better sports to watch. Why? Because they actually let them fight. They let them get down and dirty playing hockey. It's crazy because I've watched a hockey highlight where a goalie got cut across his throat with the ice skate and he just started just bleeding out of his neck. It's crazy. Hockey is a dangerous sport to play, but it's arguably probably one of the better sports to actually watch because it's more electrifying, more entertaining. People get hit in hockey. What's going on, Bradley? Yes, I do remember you. Welcome back to Unfiltered Sports. We appreciate you for tuning in. And everybody, again, if you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe, please, and thank you. Y'all put Shaq Mack in the game, it's over. I'm going to hit one shot and get out the game, and that's it. That's all I'm saying. Might not be able to make it up and down the court after that one. Jimmy Butler's not better than Tyrese Maxey, but okay. You see what I'm saying? Delusional CTE. Something is wrong with his brain. I think when his quarterback down in Miami, Tua, when he got hit, you know when he got hit, his hands froze up, his nerves or whatever. I'm not making fun of him or anything because his nerves froze up or whatever. But he looked like the dude from Scary Movie when the dude in the wheelchair was falling out the window and he tried to grab him. He said, "Grab my strong hand." That's what Tua looked like when he got hit. He said, "Grab my strong hand." Now, I wish I could put pictures up here and show you that picture of what I'm talking about because you know exactly what I'm talking about. But mark my words, the Philadelphia 76ers are going to play a dominant game tonight if Joel Embiid is playing and you got a healthy Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe on the court at the same time. It's going to be a great game overall. Congratulations, Bradley, for making the basketball team. You got to play with dominance. You got to be able to play team ball. Play smart basketball, but most importantly, make sure you play two-way basketball, meaning you know your role on offense, but you know your role on defense. Make sure you're helping out on defense. Make sure that you are communicating on defense. Be loud and proud, and I guarantee you the coaches will love it 100%. Hustle all the way and give everything that you got. And you talk about baseball. I read that wrong. baseball, basketball, whatever. But baseball too, depending on what position you play. I mean, that might be good too. I used to play outfielder, so I know a little bit about baseball. But that's cool. But with that being said, though, if anybody would love to come on, I know how to pitch too. I can throw a little bit of a fastball, curveball, whatever, a slider, change up. But if anybody would ever want to come on to Unfiltered Sports and just be a host for a day, talk and debate with me on Unfiltered Sports, and you actually know what you're talking about and not just delusional in the head, reach out to Dogs Basketball on Instagram, on Facebook, and we would love to have you join us live for an episode of Unfiltered Sports. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm messing with Ben right now, because I offered him 3 times now to come on the show and debate, and he never took the opportunity. It just amazes me that he just talks so much trash and he's not even a true sports fan at all. But it is what it is. The games for this Saturday, the first game, so the game for this Saturday is in Newcastle, Delaware, and the game for this Sunday is in Dover, Delaware. So both in Delaware, both are home games, and it's going to be good. We're going to finish the season strong and proud, and we're going to, make some statements out here, and we're going to do some good work. Both games will be at 12 o'clock, so I would do my best to have a live stream up for both games, and we'll just take it from there. But it's all about timing. It's all about how we can get up into the Wi-Fi servers and make it work perfectly. Sometimes we have issues with that, but you heard it here first. You heard it in the chat. 100%. Let's go Dogs, because the Dogs are crazy. The Dogs are on the roll, and if you haven't heard and saw on Instagram already by now, the Dogs are 10-3. We're looking to secure that number 1 spot in our division. If not, we'll secure that number 2 spot, and we'll just dominate in the playoffs, because I think that's what we're going to do. And I think that we're going to see the road to Atlanta come faster than anyone have ever expected, and we'll be down there in Atlanta playing for the ABA championship. So mark my words on that. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button for me. Help us get to our goal of reaching 500 subscribers. That way we can celebrate, because when we hit 500 subscribers, guess what? I'm going live for 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 free hoodies. So we'll give 5 different people an opportunity to win a hoodie to support the Delaware Dogs and show your support that way as well. So please like, subscribe, share it, so that way we can get the word out about Dogs basketball. So there you have it. Steph versus LeBron. We know Steph Curry is better than LeBron James in this era, because it's considered the LeBron era, but Steph Curry is more valued and he has a better jump shot than LeBron right about now. Tyrese Maxey is on the rise, and if everybody believes it or not, if he was on a different team that is not the Philadelphia 76ers, he would be arguably considered the next logo of the NBA. But, he's still considered the face of the league, in my opinion, at this point, because he is on fire. BJ Edgecombe has the potential, and he always will have the potential. I think he should be in the run-in, at least number 2 for the Rookie of the Year, right under Cooper Flagg, because Cooper Flagg down in Dallas is playing great basketball. Like I said, BJ Edgecombe has that potential to be a great player and to dominate with two-way basketball. So drop your comments in the chat. Show your support to Dogs basketball. Show your support to the 76ers. Show your support overall by sharing, subscribing, and getting more people on here to help just engage in the chat overall, because we know we don't like people who bandwag, because when those takes are biased, they're filtered. And here on Unfiltered Sports, we bring the hot take. We have no biasness. We have nothing but straight facts. It's just our opinion, but it's straight facts at the same time. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys, and I see you guys tomorrow here on Unfiltered Sports at 8 o'clock. You stay classy. Go Dogs. I'm out.
Fellas, ladies, you're looking for lotions, you're looking for beard oils, but unfortunately everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU. The U is for unique, M Tell them I sent you.